Ladies and gentlemen, have we got a show for you tonight from the furthest corners of the earth. I give you the one, the only, the magnificent, well, me, Dick Badger, your communist-hating, Nazi-killing, all-American Joe. Because every average American Joe would be expected to do the same thing if he was brought to this kind of war. What's this? I just got a memo. This isn't World War II. Well, that's a surprise to me, because in my books, it's all the same war. And we've been fighting it since 1952. Why, what's this? Another memo? World War II started in 1949? Bull donkey. You know, there's nothing worse than having a banana split with no calories. You need that extra little fat in there. It's what gives you some spunk. So when my woman decides to have some diet soda, I'll ask her where my dinner is, because if she's not giving me dinner, then what is she doing? Drinking diet soda all day? I don't think so. And I'll just give her a piece of my mind after that, with a little bit of slap chop, if you know what I'm saying. From Hasbro and Brothers, yes, yes indeedy. You know, 3 years ago, I was in China shooting communists with my fists. That's right, back then we used our fists. We didn't dance around in peanut butter and jam until the daylight was dawn. We just used our plain fists, because that's what you do when you're a true American. You don't dance around in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory looking for nothing to do when you got communists at your front door. And Dick Badger doesn't appreciate commies coming to his front door in the middle of the night, knocking on my door with the Pokey and the Mon and the Pikachus and Bulbasaurs trying to tell me how to play the game. I can figure out how to play Pokemon on my own time. And you know, there's really only one thing that gets on my nerves more than commies and Nazis. And you know what that is? It's them handicapped folks. And those wheelchairs, they have no business doing what they do. You know what I'm saying, folks? And folks, let's get something straight here. Don't get me wrong. Don't get Dick Badger in the wrong sense of approval here. Handicapped folk deserve cones of ice cream just as much as you and I do. But the moment you start giving your dog a human name and start letting him eat off the table, at this point, you may as well just be uploading videos to them yob tubs, you know, that website that the kids are all hip into now. Well, folks, you've been a great audience, and Dick Badger is out of here. You folks really have been one of a kind, if you know what I'm saying. And remember, folks, do your part in the war on communism and Nazism. Because if those yub-tubbers at home get their way, then what kind of world would we live in? This is Dick Badger signing out, and make sure to tune in next time to Yay's Radio. What? A memo? This is a video going on yub-tubs. Wait. Stop, cut. Stop the presses.